Let's start with those two major projects that could affect Charlotte for years. The $600 million lobby expansion at Charlotte Douglas Airport.
And a light rail expansion from Matthews to Belmont that could reach into the billions of dollars.
Well, tonight there are questions about how one of them would be paid for. Our government reporter Joe Bruno joins us live with more on that. Joe?
Well, that first project would impact everyone who visits the airport. It's a $600 million lobby expansion. The money will come from 4 different buckets of airport money. The second project also impacts the airport. It's light rail expansion. They'll have a stop here at CLT Douglas, but things get a little fuzzy when you look at that project's math. On a late Monday night, there's not much hustle and bustle in the lobby of the airport, but this photo shown to city officials shows how bad things can get.
The lobby that we used in 1982 is the same one that we use today.
Only 5 million passengers were coming through around that time. Now that number has jumped to 14 million. City leaders say it is time for a major change. A huge upgrade is coming. This is video with renderings of the project that will break ground in December, right in the middle of the holiday travel rush, and continue through the Republican National Convention. It will reach $600 million, and construction will take place over 5.5 years. Some council members want to make sure it will stay on budget.
Over a 5.5-year horizon, how confident can you be about this budget?
Airport officials say they are confident and that $300 million worth of the project is out to bid. But city leaders are not so sure about the funding of another project that impacts the airport, light rail expansion. The airport is one of several stops on the city's proposed route for the Silver Line that will stretch from Matthews to Belmont.
And if we're committed to actually having a robust mass transit system, there's going to have to be some money that we put out to do the due diligence that's going to be at risk.
There's a lot of money at risk, $50 million just to study the line over 5 to 7 years. And council doesn't have an estimate for how many billions of dollars it will cost and how they will pay for it.
I think what we're being asked to do here is get aboard an incredibly slow-moving train where they're building the track in front of us, and there's no guarantee that that track's going to continue.
It will take a combination of federal, state, and local funding sources in order to make this light rail expansion happen. One thing to note, though, if the county sales tax increase for the Art and Science Council passes in November, a sales tax increase for the Silver Line will not be an option that council can consider. Scott?
Oh, we're talking about big projects that could be months and years down the road, but I understand, Joe, you learned tonight about an immediate change here.
Yeah, and this involves Uber and Lyft for passengers at the airport. To be quite frank, it's really a miserable experience right now. If you're picking up a ride, you can see all these people right here. All the drivers have to pick them up in this designated area. Well, at the end of the month, there's going to be a lane shift that will allow there to be 2 specific lanes and a dedicated zone for people to be picked up. And around Christmas time, the airport is going to test Uber and Lyft pickups on the first floor of the hourly parking deck. Finally, one more thing that the airport is considering is creating an off-site lot for all Uber and Lyft riders. That way you would have to be basically bussed over to that lot where you would then pick up your ride. Scott?
All right, our government reporter Joe Bruno tonight. Thanks, Joe. Now, the two projects, of course, not official at this point, but have been talked about for some time. Charlotte City Council will revisit these in 2 weeks and decide whether to fund the $600 million for the lobby expansion and the $50 million to start planning the Silver Line.